Today, I purchased a collection that's supposed to be worth over $3,000. Let's find out what's inside and if it was worth it. What's up, Breaker Army? I'm CardBreaker. Welcome back to another epic video. You guys know I love purchasing collections, sometimes going in a little bit blind. Now, I will admit I did have a little bit of an idea of the cards that were coming from this collection. It is a huge binder, 500 and I think 40-ish cards, maybe a little bit more. So we're going big with this one. This is a huge binder. It's actually supposed to be worth closer to maybe $4,000, which is going to be insane. So you guys got to let me know if you think this binder was worth it. All the cards that are inside. Now, what I'm probably going to do, because this is such a big binder, I might go ahead and pull all the cards out of the binder. That way we can look at them a little bit closer, a little bit easier to you guys know my setup isn't the best for binders anyways. But let me know if you think this binder is worth it. Let's go ahead and dive in. Before we do dive into our binder and check out all the cards, I do have an awesome giveaway that includes an SP Little Knight that we're going to give away to one lucky winner. Enter for a chance to win. Make sure you leave a like on today's video, make sure you're a subscriber, and make sure you guys ring that bell. And let me know your thoughts on if this collection was worth it and how much you think I spent. That's always the big thing, because you know, collections, sometimes you can spend a little bit, spend a lot. With this one being worth maybe upwards of close to $4,000, maybe more, maybe a little bit less, maybe $3,000. Let me know your final thoughts down below if you think this was worth it and what I spent on it. But here we go. I'm going to take the time to go ahead and pull these cards out. Might take me probably 30 minutes, but I'll be back.
I'm back.
And with the power of editing, we are back. I saved you guys a 30 minutes or so, however long it took for me to go ahead and take all these cards out of the binder. Again, it was over 500 cards. Huge binder. Now, big shout out to the seller. I'll keep their information private for this hookup on this collection because, like, I don't know if they want their name shouted out or anything, and there was no note. But they just wanted to move on from this collection for some personal stuff. So I was like, hey, I can help out, obviously, if we can work out a good deal on the collection. So let's dive in, guys. I do have, I think it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pretty large stacks. And again, this is over 500 cards. So grab your popcorn, guys. You know, this is going to be a fun one. Collections are always, by far, my favorite thing to record on the channel. So let's dive in and see what we have. We're going to start with just like kind of from the back of the binder and work our way towards the front. So there's a mixture of everything modern, vintage, QCRs, older stuff, first edition, older stuff, a lot of Edison, GOAT format. Most everything in this binder will be up for sale, so please hit me up. You know, some of this stuff may have already sold by the time you do check out this video, so just a little FYI. Because some people hit me up like 3 weeks after a collection video has been posted. They're like, hey, do you still have this? I'm like, no, unfortunately, it's been sold. But anyway, no more wasting time. Let's dive in and see what we got. We got Gladiator Beast, Gazarius. Got 2 of those from, what is this, Duelist Saga? 3 of those, actually. Yeah, there was a lot of Edison cards in here, which is awesome. So the person who actually sold me this, he still actually actively plays the game, so he kept some of this stuff for his deck. So we got a Yugioh Guardian, 2 different versions there, some QCRs, ooh, a Blackwing Elfin the Raven, a first edition Ultimate Rare, Mecha Phantom Beast. Now, I'll be honest, guys, when I was going through this, I didn't really look at the cards. I was just like, kind of went in like autonomy mode and just like went do like a robot, just taking these cards out of the binder. Because if anybody's ever had to ever take out like 300 cards, 400 cards from the binder, it's kind of painstaking, but we did it. We accomplished it. So we'll obviously stop at some of the bigger cards that pop up as we go through this. We've got a Stardust Dragon. This is the 10 promo, but still a beautiful QCR nonetheless. Got a Gores from Legendary Collection Yugioh's World. I actually had no clue this had a Yugioh's World print. Blackwinged Armed Wing. This, I think, is actually a pretty expensive common, which is kind of crazy. Chimera Tech. We got Garoth, the Light Sworn Warrior from Turbo Pack. That's kind of cool. Another Chimera Tech. DS Crystal Core, we've got the Arcana Dark Magician, Catapult Turtle, Unlimited, First Edition Elemental Hero Thunder Giant, just the Ultra, Plague Spreader Zombie, we got, unfortunately that's Unlimited. Now conditions will be mixed, this one I can see has like a crease there, so as long as everything matches up with the actual seller's list, everything will be good. Got a Cyclone Boomerang, Brain Control, Giant Trunade, Rainbow Dragon, Buster Blader, oh that's actually the BPT print, you don't see that all that often, hopefully that's maybe in decent shape. Red Dragon Archfiend, my guy, I love him. Ash Blossom, I do actually remember seeing this one. This thing is destroyed, absolutely destroyed. Like I can't even. It won't feel right to actually sell that to somebody. So if you want it, like hit me up. But I don't know if I could actually sell it to you because it is so destroyed. But anyway, got a Danger Tsuchinoko, a Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's actually a couple of these in this collection. I do remember seeing a couple of them. So we'll see if any of them are actually in decent shape. I think most of them were damaged, but hopefully that one's not too bad. Diamond Dire Wolf. We got the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and a Dust Tornado. This is a first edition from Pharaoh Servant, but it looks a little bit beat up. So that's okay. Again, everything, the cello is very transparent. We actually got on a Whatnot stream because they actually actively sell on Whatnot just to check out the cards so they could show me them, make sure everything looked good and everything was accurate. We got the alternate art of Incredible Clacy. I might actually keep this one because I really like this art. I might pick up this and the Aluber. Not entirely sure yet. This is unfortunately just the Platinum Secret Rare. Evil Twins, that's the QCR. Platinum of Blue Eyes. Molcharmies. We got a lot of Ash Blossoms in here. A lot of Molcharmies. Ash Blossom, more of the feet picks. All of the feet picks. We got a first edition Ceasefire, Different Dimension Ground, Erebus, Link Rebo, Eye of Timaeus, Cyber Dragon Core. This is this Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. Okay. All the different stuff, guys. Metal Tronus, that's a good one. Eternal Soul. We got Invocation. What is this? Go Golem. Crystal Clearwing, the Dark Magicians. That's pretty good. Plus, we got the Clearwing. A bunch of good stuff, guys. Like, honestly, this was a pretty solid pickup. I feel like for the price I paid, that things should work out fairly well. You know, it's always kind of a gamble going in buying a collection because you never really know. Like, my preferred way to pick up a collection is usually have the stuff sent to me price it out and kind of work out things from there. But we kind of went into this one a little bit blind. Our first stack down, so going into our next one, let's see what we have. We've actually got 3 of these jump promos of X-Saber Sousa, a Ghost Rare Eye of Timaeus. That's pretty cool. You know, obviously it's I think the cheapest Ghost Rare from that set, but it's still a Ghost Rare nonetheless. We've got a Retro Pack reprint Secret Rare of Cyber Harpy Lady. We've got the Mermail Abyssland. So we're going to do these kind of a little bit slower. Red Eyes, RIP, the value of this one. This one was expensive for a while. Now this is cool. This is actually, for those who do not know, I put out a video about it. So if you bought the early days collection, you got the North American printed version of the QCRs. So Konami, like what happened is they had the ink stamping down there. It honestly looked terrible. So Konami did a reprint of these essentially, and they're all, I think, Korean print or something, QCRs. I can't remember the exact specifics, but this just looks so much better. This is how QCR should have looked. This is how like Asian English QCRs look. This is how Japanese ones look. Very similar to that one. Then we got the Minerva. I might be keeping this one. Minerva is up there for me as like one of my favorite QCRs and artworks. A lot of Flunderies, Atlanteans, XX Saber, Ember's Blade, Mermails, all the good stuff, guys. Like, pretty solid collection overall. We got an Ectoplasmer, Dark Magicians, another XX Saber, Ember's Blade, a Platinum that time. Some more Atlanteans, XX Sabers. We got a Red Eyes, Bee Dragon, Metamorphosis, RIP. You know, I wish that one was the QCR, not the Platinum, but it's okay. Deep Sea Diva, Salaman Great, some Fiendsmith Engravers. There's all from Rarity Collection. Crimson Dragon, Sage with Eyes of Blue. Some more good stuff. Blinko Duo, Splash Mage, Phoenician Cluster, Amaryllis. And then, oh, that's cool. That's actually the Secret Rare, not the Ultra, like I pretty much almost always see when I buy collections. The cheaper IOC reprint. All right, next little stack of this one. Got a Phantom Knight, sorry. Magic Cylinder, that's nice from Labyrinth of Nightmare. A Dusted Gold, Tyranno, all good stuff, guys. So again, let me know your thoughts on this collection. Let me know if you think it was worth the pickup. Let me know what you guys think I paid. That's ultimately what's going to come down to. Oh, there is actually a QCR. I didn't realize that. A Ultimate Rare Divine Zeus. I thought this was an Ultra when I was pulling it out. Very cool. But obviously, you know, I may have all this priced out by the time I get this video posted. If I do, I'll put up, ooh, first edition. I thought this was unlimited. We're getting some surprises as we go through this. But if I do happen to finish the pricing of this, I'll post up like what the actual value ends up being. And you guys let me know down below what you think I paid for the collection. Because things are always kind of a little bit random when it comes to that type of stuff. Oh, that's a new one. That's Alliance Insight. So, man, he just pulled a bunch of these cards and put them into this binder. Magic Jamber, 3 Test Tigers, which is really cool. Some more Blackwing stuff, Solemn Judgment, Rescue Cat. We got the Aaron. This was crimped, so if you guys can see it on there, that's when the sealing of the pack got caught, unfortunately, and it crimped the card. Millennium Shield, that's really cool. It's one of my favorites. Guardian of Order, Blackwing, and a Saint Azamina. So that was another one of our stacks. Let's go into stack number 3. Stack 3 coming up with the heat. We got the bonfires. We're warming things up, keeping us hot. This is actually from Maze of Millennia. That's kind of cool. So some of the nicer prints. Not all the retro, or not retro pack, the Rarity Collection. Got some Raigekis, all from Retro Pack. A Celestia. Unfortunately, this is damaged. I'm annoyed because I need that one for LODT still. That is what it is. I got a Lila. That one's unlimited. We got the Tokusano, something like that. Shadal Fusion, all from Shining Victories, pretty cool. Temple of the Six from Storm of Ragnarok, Future Fusions, Instant Fusion. A lot of platinums in this bundle. You know, this guy, like I was saying, He played a lot of the game. He actually has a lot of decks that he still obviously is hanging on to, just so he can continue to duel and have some fun. But he kept a lot of those stuff, a lot of that stuff obviously, and then kind of just whatever was extra. However we could help out pretty much. We've got a Scapegoat, there's a couple of those in this collection. King Sarcophagus, that's pretty good, I think. Or no, that's the reprint one. Twin Kingdom, some Monster Reborns, Eye of Illusion, that's an Ultra. Ties That Bind is pretty cool, I like that artwork. I wish this was the Secret Rare misprint. That is really nice. Invocations, Lightning Storm, a Tuning, Prismatic unfortunately. Solar Recharge, the Token, Heavy Storm, that is original MRD. Very cool, magic card instead of spell card. A lot of Droplets, Crush Card Virus, and another Scapegoat. That time that one's actually started at Joey. Very cool. Next part of our third stack. Let's see what we have here. This is a Lost Art Soul Drain, Mirror Force, Dark Bribe, Mirror Force, Tribute, Phoenix Wind Windblast, Ceasefire, a First Ed with the Magic Cylinder. Fortunately, this one looks a little bit maybe heavily played, maybe damaged, but it is First Ed, which is kind of cool. Royal Oppression, Imperial Order, the Silo Hat Trick, 2 of those, 3 of those actually, JK, sorry. XX Sabers, we got XX Sabers, got them. This is an ultimate rare. I know this card's pretty good value. XX Sabers are pretty popular in this format. Got the Shining Fire Wingman, Dark Grepher, Emmer's Blade again, Guard Strike. Hopefully that one's clean, because I think I need that one. This one's pretty expensive, but look how miscut this is too. This is miscut. So if this was graded by PSA, it would not be OC, it would be miscut. It's kind of cool. Boggart Knight, Ember's Blade, Full Troll again. I think there was another one maybe. We got a Breaker, the Magical Warrior, Stardust Dragon. I'd love to see that. Tyrant Dragon. This is damage, unfortunately, just I think a rare. No, that's an Ultra. From the Duelist pack. Drone Lockbird. Oh, that's the, no, that's the regular one, I think. Test Tiger, a couple of those. There's been a bunch of those in this collection so far, which is pretty cool. Elemental Hero Prisma. We've got the Earthbound Immortals. Treeborn Frog. I didn't realize that was in there. I kind of must have accidentally skipped past that one. A lot of Blightsworn stuff. We've got a Stratos, a Chimera Tech, Destiny Draws, a couple of those. So not too bad for stack number 3. 2 more stacks to go after this one. Some of the really spicy stuff is coming up, guys. So be patient. Bear with me as we continue to work through this, because there's a lot of good stuff. Like, this is a pretty big lot. Like, usually, I think most of my collections average somewhere around the 500 card range whenever I pick up things. A lot of QCRs we got here, a lot of tin ones, but a lot of good QCRs. But yeah, I usually try and pick up larger lots at a time if I can, just because it kind of works out better percentage-wise as far as, you know, time invested, as far as like return on the purchase, things like that. But, you know, I was happy to help out him because obviously, like I said, he got some stuff going on, so I'm trying support them, help them out where I can. Obviously, it's got to be worth it for both people. You know, he's got to sell it at a price that's good for him. I got to buy it at a price that's good for me. Make sure it's all good stuff. A lot of platinum secret rares right here, pretty much a whole entire wall of those. Summon Skull, some more platinum secret rares, Grandmaster 6 Samurai, some light pulsar dragons, which is kind of cool. Substitute, another light pulsar dragon, or the Treeborn Frog, but a platinum rare this time. 3 copies of light pulsar dragons, kind of cool. Got the Arcana Force, Parallel Exceed, Wake Up. We got the Keeper of Dragon Magic, playset of those, and then the alternate art of XYZ Dragon Cannon. So our guy opened up a bunch of the tins, that's for sure, because that's all I'm seeing in here right now. Got a Borlo Dragon, this is Predaplant, the Excel Synchro, Light and Darkness Dragon, more Borlode, Bahamut Shark, Blackwing, Zephyros the Elite, that's kind of cool, I remember seeing that guy before. Another Minerva, this time just an Ultra. Artifact Scythe, we got a Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn, that's kind of cool. This is, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is originally a prize card? Or am I thinking of a different one? I can't remember, but something with the Minerva, I think is also, is a prize card. That one was not the prize card. That would have been nuts to be able to pick up one of those. We got a Masterpiece, we got a Sacred Soldier. Dang it, I thought those first ed. Still need one of those in first edition. It is what it is, we'll get one eventually. Some Tri-Brigade stuff, more Black Wings, Firewall, Fossil Dyna, Caius, that's always good money. Caius is super popular in this format. A Lost Art Exodia Necros, which is really cool. Lumina, some more Light Swarms, Black Wings, and more Black Wings. This collection honestly has been a joy to go through so far. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts as we flip through it and check out all the cards. We got a Jinzo, Chaos Emperor Dragon, Blacklister Soldier, all the big ones from Pharaoh's Servant and Invasion of Chaos. Another Lumina, Skull Guardian, Dwamatif, Firewall Dragon, Dark Fluid. We got a, said this was packed fresh. This is a Charge of the Light Brigade, and it's unlimited, but it's still a pretty big, nice card. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. This was kind of cool. So this is the Upper Deck Entertainment Elemental Hero Aqua Neo. So how you guys can tell, if you can see it on here, that stamp is silver. So normally this would be, if it's first edition, it would be a gold stamp. This doesn't look like they'd be in perfect condition, but these are kind of cool. Like, you just don't see them pop up all that often. They're not incredibly rare. They're not super, super expensive, but it's just a cool piece of Yu-Gi-Oh history. But continue to go through. We got some we got a Raikou, some more Edison stuff. I think there's like 3 Pearlies, which is crazy. Wing Karibo, another more Pearlies, but this time's Platinums. The U-Bill, Sengenjin, a Summon Skull, unfortunately is damaged. Wing Karibo, Land Darkness Dragon, Fabled, the actual Starlight. So this is a Starlight Anti-Human Intelligence Misaya. By far like one of the worst Starlights to get, but Starlight is a Starlight because that one was never reprinted as a QCR. Granted, still cheap, but it is what it is. SP Little Knights got some of the gadgets, red, yellow, and green. A ultra rare misprint Gaia the Dragon Champion, which is kind of cool. I don't know the condition, but so what I mean by that, so normally the lettering obviously would be in secret rare text. This time it's in ultra. Got a Blackwing Dragon from Legend Collection 5Ds. A Dragon Master Magia. I keep getting ultimate rares of this. I want a collector's rare. Maybe I'll sell some stuff and buy a collector's rare. For that particular card, I definitely prefer the collectors versus the ulti. I think the North American print Ultimate Rare is super flat, but that's just how it goes, unfortunately. A lot of Snake Eye stuff, a Jump Dark End Dragon, Prophecy Destroyer, Eclipse Dragon Roller of Catastrophes. I was actually going to be buying this one not too long ago, so it's kind of cool to pick that one up in this collection. Now we go into the very last stack. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this so far, but now time for the big stuff. Now going into the final stack of this collection, I got to give you guys a little bit of the tease. So usually, lately I've been putting the stack right there, but nope. We've got all of our Blue Eyes, so again, these are all damaged, but even in damage, these sell for like $4 or $5 typically. Everybody loves their starter deck Kaibas, and a lot of people actually collect the starter deck Kaiba Blue Eyes White Dragon in damage just because it's nostalgic. But we do have a couple of them. Blue Eyes Spirit of White. This is the DMG print of the... No, that's Australian print. That's kind of random. All right. And Unlimited. I don't think I really see Unlimited Australian print on that often. This is really cool. So this is a Blue Eyes White Dragon Field Center. I don't know the price of this, but that is a pretty cool one, that's for sure. Another Blue Eyes. These are all damaged. This one, I think, is... Yeah, that one's damaged as well, for sure. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the Garura Judgment Dragon, a Dark Magician. I hope that's actually in decent shape. I don't remember what it was on his list whenever he sent me the TCG list. We got the Arucus, Bestial Magnamut, Mystical Fairy. That's Cosmoblazer. First that too. Might need that one. Bestial Saronir, Albion. We got a Sky Striker Ace Rose from a Rarity Collection. Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. Mermails, a Ghost Rare Solemn Judgment. Not one you see every day. Not the most rare thing, but it is cool to see. You got a Mobius, the Mega Monarch, so all the Megas are coming up. Got That Grass is Greener, Ryza, the Mega Monarch, all from Mega Packs. Thestalos, and a Grand Marg, which is so cool. Hieratic Seal, SP Little Knight, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Right Arm with Forbidden One, all Exodia pieces. Some of these are original prints, some of these are reprints. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. XX Sabers, Ember's Blade, Majestic Star, some more XX Sabers, Land Darkness Dragon. That's like the 5th or 6th one of those. I swear I've seen so many of them. And now for the final little bundle. Alright guys, so one of the main reasons I picked up this collection is because there was a Ultimate Rare Judgment Dragon, and this card is really, really clean. It does have a tiny white dot up there on the top, but from the video he sent me, this card pretty much looked packed fresh. So huge pickup for me. This is a card I've personally wanted for a very long time. Now I will be keeping this unless I can find a European print copy. This is North American print, but that one will be staying with me. That is for sure. So go into everything. Number C39 Utopia, Ghost Rare. We got a Blue Eyes White Dragon, Ghost Rare as well from the Ghost from the Past. We got the Winged Dragon of Ra, Spear Mode Ghost Rare. Unfortunately, this one is damaged, but still, obviously, it's Stardust Dragon. It's a Ghost Rare. So again, everything in here will be up for sale. If you guys want to pick up a cheap copy of Stardust Dragon Ghost Rare, now's your time. Now, what's really nice with this Black Rose, I did actually inspect it a little bit whenever I took it out. The foiling is really nice. It is damaged, but it's damaged in parts where that doesn't take away from the foiling. So this would be a sweet binder copy for a really cheap price. Red Dragon Archfiend Ghost Rare, a Star Eater First Edition Ghost Rare, which is pretty big. Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, the one that I pulled, that was for the 3K special, I think. So first edition too, this is really cool. I'm probably keeping this one because I love Red Dragon Archfiend. And here's some big ones, guys. We got a QCR of the new Blue Eyes White Dragon from the Stampede. Guiding Quem from Stampede. Dark Magician. I'm probably going to keep this one too because I think I might grade the other one that I have. I don't know. We'll see because I really want that one in a PSA 10. Plague Spreader Zombie, Ultimate Rare. It is unlimited, but still a pretty nice card. Here is another Blue Eyes. I think this one was supposed to be cleaner. Maybe like VOP Near Mint, somewhere around there. Hopefully it's closer to Near Mint because I think that's what it was actually listed in the TCG list. Nitro Warrior, Ultimate Rare. Guiding Quem. This is a Starlight Rare from Cyberstorm Access, so this one's pretty big. I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but I know that one's not too bad. Cyber Dragon Ghost Rare, a little bit of a Hollow Shift. A Galatea, the Orcus Automaton. This is from Rarity Collection. Yeah, Rarity Collection. Got the Shuberta, one of my favorite cards. Another Judgment Dragon, but it is a QCR. Mermail, QCR, Bestial Drury Swarm, Bestial Abelion, Bestial Magnamut, Bestial Saronir, all of them. Got a Dark Armed Dragon. This is unlimited, but what's kind of cool is the name is kind of like rubbed off up there. So I know that this is pretty common for Phantom Darkness, but still an epic card, guys. It's Dad. We found him. He has come home. He came back with the milk. So we got the Dark Armed Dragon, Secret Rare. Beautiful artwork, guys. Love that card. How can you not? Bestial Baldrake, Scrap Dragon, a Divine Dragon Knight, Felgrand, First Ed, and a Junk Berserker Ghost Rares. Beautiful pickup, guys. So like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to try and maybe pop up, if I have the time, if I have everything priced up before this video goes up, of the total price of the collection. If I don't, I'll give like a rough estimate, something like that. And then let me know down below, guys, what you think I paid for this collection. If you think it was worth it, I think it was worth it just based on everything I've seen so far. Now, I haven't checked all the conditions of the card, so I hope it all checks out. Hopefully it all turns out okay. But, you know, let me know down below, guys, again, your final thoughts on this collection. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for future epic content. Let's make that push to get to 5K. And if you want to support the channel even further, consider joining as a channel member to get you guys some free packs and other awesome perks. That's all that for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I do have to give a massive shout out to my channel members: Sargoni YT, K-Dragon, Mark Donnelly, Cody Slater, Josh Evans, Michael P. Sutton, Lazy Dane, Evan Rudolph, Allison Snell, Will Breaks TCG, Ram22, Roland Pryor, Austin and Kayla, Ghost King TCG, Derek Williams, King Louie, Tone Phil Show, Battle Phase, All for Chaos, James Roche, Chio, Rip Pax TV, and Attention Duelist. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I do hope you have a nice day. Hope you have a nice night. I will see you guys in the next one. This is CardBreaker. I'm out.